Moin and welcome to the links! You know, as a doll customizer, it is quite difficult to upload videos frequently, since projects take a whole lot of time. I especially feel like a really slow worker, so it's even more difficult for me. But we all know that the YouTube algorithm does not treat channels well that only upload like once a month. So what to do? I now decided to try out some pretty short videos where I only create small things like one piece of doll cloth or, like in this case, a wig. Since discovering the yarn pulling method, I enjoy working with this material even more and I really want to improve my wig making skills. So let's start with our first episode of this mini-series. As a base I used this 10V head from Logan Dolls. If the scalp seems familiar to you, that's because my character Sky has the same scalp. And that also means we're making a new wig for him in this video. The first step is of course to protect the head with cling foil. Instead of a rubber band, I like to use thread that I wrap around the head and all the dominant features to make sure the foil lays flat to the head. After that, I cover everything with stretchy fabric and repeat the step. Normally I wrap cling foil and fabric around in one step, but this sculpt has such big ears that I felt more confident this way. When I'm sure that the fabric lays real flat to the head, I cover everything with glue and let that dry, just to repeat this step a few times. I then just cut out the shape that I want and the wig cap is done. Like I said, I want to improve my wig making skills, so I decided to take it a step further and try at creating a lace. For that, I just glued a mesh fabric piece in the very front of the cap and started knotting strands of yarn fiber onto it. It took me quite a while to figure out how to do this properly, so we'll show you this process a little more detailed the next time. Oh, and if you're interested in how I make these fibers out of yarn strands, check out my Patreon, where I uploaded a video about yarn hair a while ago. Back to the wig. Even this small piece of lace took me so long to complete, and even though this process is super calming, I mean, once I figured out how to do it of course, it is more time consuming. And that's always the case with everything I do. Like, improving always means spending more time on things. So it's no wonder that I never upload videos, right? Anyway, after a while I ended up with this, and even though the strands are a little too thick here and there, I was very happy with this first try of creating a lace. From now on, it was only the ordinary glue-in-on wefts process you all know. First I sketched on where to glue what wefts, since I prepared some short ones and some long ones. I always try to make them as thin as possible to glue them very close to each other without ending up looking like a helmet. I first glued the shorter wefts to the back of the head and started trimming them once dry. For that I used an eyebrow razor, and let me say, I haven't figured out how to use this the perfect way. So far I basically only made long hair wigs, so a short hairstyle challenges me like crazy. The next step was to keep gluing wefts on the sides until I reached the part where the long hair goes. And this is how it looks. Beautiful, right? A little trimming helps, but can you see how hard the edges look? This is not what I wanted, but I couldn't do any better. Hopefully this gets better with experience. I don't want my wigs to look like a child gave itself a haircut. In the end, I glued the long wefts at the leftover area, starting from the back of the head until I reached the front. And then I tied the hair together on the back and the wig was done. It actually does not look that bad here, but let me tell you, it fits quite loosely on the head and has some pretty ugly spots. Overall, I'm not happy with it and I won't use this wig for Sky. It was a really good learning experience though, and I'm confident that I can do better next time. And well, this is the whole point of this mini-series. Like, showing you how I learn and how to try to improve. I hope you like the idea of this mini-series, and maybe it's helpful for some of you to not only see my complete projects, but also my experiments. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to hit the little bell button to never miss a new video. Have a wonderful day, my little lynxes, and thank you so much for all your amazing support. See you soon! Tschüss!